Hey guys, I wanted to do a short review for you for Chapter 12. Chapter 12 was probably one of the easiest chapters that we have done, so this will be a short video. A couple things that you need to know, the due dates for Chapter 12. Chapter 12 has 5 homework assignments. We go from 12.1 through 12.5, and there is a quiz. And then Chapter 13 is the only thing that's left. Chapter 13 only has 2 homework assignments. There is no quiz. We don't do a quiz because Chapter 13 is over voting, and we don't even use these voting. The way that they do it now is completely different. So we have to still teach this to you. We don't get to pick, so we do have to still go over it, but we don't have a quiz for it. So just go ahead and knock those out. Those, if you follow the rules for each different voting method, then you should be good. Also, the final exam. If you can please go ahead and look at that final exam schedule and schedule a time to take the exam. If the time slots fill up and you need a different time slot, please shoot me an email. All of my classes have to test together, so the time slots are going to fill up faster than they did for the midterm. So if you want to wait till Thursday, then I suggest you get in there and schedule that time. Otherwise, they're going to fill up pretty fast. Send me an email if you need a different time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So Chapter 12, we talked about a bunch of different things, mean, median, mode, all that good stuff. There's going to be a question on the quiz about obtaining a sample, the best way to obtain a sample. They are going to ask you to construct a frequency table. These are one of the easier questions, but that frequency table, if you rush through it and you don't make sure that you're counting each item, it is easy to get some of these wrong. So take your time, make sure you're counting all the items that need to be counted. Okay, measures of central tendency. So we have mean, median, mode, and the mid-range. Mean is just our average. We take the sum of our items and then we divide by the number of items. Our median is our middle number or middle item. So you have to first sort the numbers in descending order, and you want to find the number that's in the middle. If there are 2 numbers that are in the middle, then you have to take the average of those 2 numbers. Mode is the most often repeated number. There can be no mode if there's not a number that's repeated more often than the others. And then the mid-range is basically our average of our highest and lowest. So we're going to add our highest plus our lowest and then divide by 2. Okay, moving on, measures of dispersion. We have the range and the standard deviation. So our range is just the spread of the data. We're just going to take our highest item or highest number and subtract the lowest number, and it tells us the spread of our data. The standard deviation is our measure of variation. So there are 6 steps to calculate the standard deviation. The first step is to find the mean of your items. The second step is to subtract each data item minus the mean. The third step, we are going to square each value from step 2. Step 4, we are going to take all those squares from step 3 and we are going to sum them together. Step 5, we are going to take that sum from step 4 and we are going to divide by n minus 1. Our n in this case is our number of items. And then the last step is to find the square root of our value from step 5. And that is our standard deviation. Our normal distribution, that is our bell-shaped curve. They're going to ask you to find a standard deviation either above or below the mean. So Remember, we have to label our bell-shaped curve. The very middle of our curve is our mean, and we take the standard deviation on all of these. They give it to you so you don't have to figure it out. And then we figure out the standard deviations above or below that mean. And then our z-score, we take the data item minus the mean and then divided by our standard deviation. Again, they're going to give you all of this information. All you have to do is plug it into the formula. And then our last one is going back from the z-score to a data item. So they're going to tell you what the z-score is, and you have to find that data item. I think they use like blood pressure readings as an example. So like the very last question, you're going to do both. You're going to take that blood pressure item that they give you. You're going to convert it to a z-score. You're going to find that percentile and give that percentile. Then they're going to, there's a part B where you have to take a data item that they give you and convert it back. I'm sorry, they're going to give you the z-score and the percentile, and then you have to convert it to the data item. So if you have any questions, just send me an email. If you have any questions on your homework, you can email me about it and I can walk you through it. You can also set up a tutoring appointment, a one-on-one like virtual tutoring appointment, and I can help you with any problems you're having. So please utilize that if you're having problems. That is all that I have for y'all today.